Okay. That on. Perfect. Alright. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Ugh. Yeah, or it's just gonna be a chill day. I don't have much energy today. I've been doing a bunch the last couple days, so I it's just gonna be a laid back, chill day, doing some driving, dropping off some trailers. I yeah, I not. I was almost debating on not streaming today, and I was like, no, I gotta stream. I want to stream, so here we are. It's just gonna be a little bit of a low energy stream, that's all. But that's one thing I do absolutely love about ATS is even when it's a day that's low energy, it doesn't right like great game for that because you can just sit back, relax, enjoy the drive. Alright, but with that being said, me get my game back up and going here. Let's jump us in. So happy I got the phone mount to finally stick to my desk again. So nice having the stream deck right there and actually up a little bit. Okay, that's at least a little bit better. Yeah, we shouldn't be hitting wires on this clutch. Should be good. Okay, and oh, okay, it looks like my model is having a fit. Okay, yeah, way over. Why am I way over there? There, guys, hang on, 1 second here. Okay, way over. Oh, it probably shrunk me down. Okay, sorry. Here, let me fix myself here. Oh, okay. I was definitely not expecting that. Let's get back in our spot here. Wow, I must say that was weird. Okay, and I'm not blocking any buttons or anything. Okay. Wonder how bad I'm gonna be blocking the mirror, but I guess we'll find out in a second. I've already got first load of the day, GPS 2. We just gotta drive and go grab it. But I basically just took a little bit of time before we started. Drove back out to the main highway, get off the gravel, because that was bumpy as crap. So let's jump in, go grab our trailer, and hit the road. I can't forget our parking brake. Go. But yeah, if you guys caught it last time, we did end in Utah, so that is where we are at the moment. We have a job lined up to go from basically just in town Moab to to believe we're going down to New Mexico with it. It's not a horribly long trip for the first one, but it's an alright little venture. And okay, I'm covering like half the mirror. Okay. I guess that's one bonus to having UI mirrors too. There's always the little mirror above my head. You get the, depending on what truck you're in though, you definitely have days you sit here, you get inside, and you've got 3 mirrors on one side and one on the other, and it's like, okay, this is a little much. Not here. Up at the road. Oh, thanks for skate. Oh, bum bum. Yeah. Oh, I can't see a freaking thing. He's turning. What about the car? Car's not turning. Okay. And ourselves. And away we go. Probably turn these on. Okay, and oh, probably need to do that right now, aren't we? Of course we are. We don't have far to go. We're just going up to the Dollar General up here, which is just up on the left. Looks like, of course. So me moving over, I didn't need to move over. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna take the opportunity to sneak in here really quick. Step up our tank. I do not want another round of, hey, low fuel. So, I know it doesn't need to be really filled, but I'm doing it just in case. Just to be on the safe side. And I mean, it was only a couple $100, so. Oh, come on. Oh, button box is acting up. 1 second. Okay. Reset that. Pull the key out. Okay, key in. Turn. Start. Yeah, there we go. Why it started doing it? I have no idea. It just started doing it randomly one day. I would go to frickin' start the truck and it would go. I'd go to crank and there'd be nothing. It'd flick to no power. I'd be like, dude, I need power. Oh, give me my gear, please. Thank you. Pick up. Come on, little pickup. Okay, I'll just go sit up top for a second. We get in and loaded. At least this way I can make sure I'm still actually driving in the lane. Okay. Here. Oh yeah, right here. Turn this up a tiny bit on my end here. We gotta do this a little bit differently then. Coming this way. I was expecting there to be a full freaking, like, actual, like, bay door and stuff to have to back up to, but I guess not. Right. Driving Pro Star. Should almost one of these trips. I need to pull out my white Pro Star. Because, like, I have my blue, green, like my teal one. The one we're driving. But I also went through and made pretty much the same thing. But it's painted white instead of this. But it also doesn't have the dropped chassis. So it's an actual proper 6x4, proper height, like that Pro Star. It does not matter what trailer I have, what trailer I hook up to. It just backs in like any normal truck, hooks up, and away we go. When you start getting to the dropped frames like this one, yeah, this one is dropped 6x2 painted. Unfortunately, they don't have a 6x4 painted option. If they had the 6x4 painted option, oh, I'd be going for that, hands down. It means we wouldn't be getting stuck anywhere anymore. Really? Let's just go this way. Of course. Never fails. Go and stop at a light and freaking, okay. Perfect time for a freaking quick sip of coffee. And then the light turns green. Yeah. I can go back there. Yeah. Now we go 242 miles. Yeah, it's not a horribly long venture, but it's a nice little jaunt. I didn't even actually look at how many miles it was when I picked it. I just kind of like, oh, it's going here, and it's one of the closest ones. You know what? Screw it. Why not? Oh, shit. Yeah, no, like I said last time, I'm not gonna be a perfect driver by any means. And I'm not trying to be. I know I'm gonna screw stuff up. I know I'm gonna freaking mess something or miss something. Done it before, multiple times. There's video proof. So, yeah. Definitely when it comes to being around here, it's definitely more of a, it's come, hang out, have a chill time. listen to the truck, listen to music, relax, hang out. Like, I mean, yes, I know for a VTuber, I am probably what some would consider quite calm. I am nowhere near as chaotic as a lot of other VTubers. uh, but that's just me. That's who I am, right? Like, I've always been the quiet one hanging in the back of the group. The fact that I actually started streaming at all has shocked. Oh shit! Oh shit! Get back! Oh. Yeah, I took that a little quick. No. Oops. And like I said, the fact that I started streaming even like at all has shocked a few people, right? Because I've always been the quiet one in the group, the one in the back, the one that no one pays attention to. Okay, so that's that. I turn Jacob on. There we go. Yeah, that one went better. Yeah, I won't do stuff perfectly. Because, well, we're human and we're not perfect. Even behind the model, we're still people. It's one thing I definitely found. Some people do tend to get confused every now and then. It's like we are still actually people. Like, we are still a normal streamer. It's just, instead of using a webcam on its own, we have an avatar or a model to go with it. So, I definitely, when it comes to that, I definitely try and, treat everyone the same, everyone kindly, right? Like, the phrase we all heard is freaking kids and everything growing up. Treat people how you want to be treated. But, yeah. Whoops. Crap. Oh, speeding a little bit. My bad. But I don't think it's going to be helped. Even trying to go easy on it, it's still speeding up. It's like, okay, no, we'll just hold up a sec here, wait for the next zone, and up and away we go. Yeah, like this thing may not be as powerful as like the Pete's or some of the other trucks. Like it's a couple hundred horsepower short, but it is definitely no slouch by any means. And as someone who's actually been a fan of internationals for most of his life, as well as Pete's and Kenworth, I actually kind of like it. Like, there's a reason I say this has become one of my favorites. It's a really nice freaking truck mod, and it was kind of needed, honestly. Like, other than this one, I think there's, like, as for, like, actual, like, international truck mods, like, if you look at, like, say, like, just Steam, I think in total there's maybe 4 or 5. The rest are a lot of, like, skins and motors and stuff like that. I'm talking, like, actual, like, just truck mod. Um, and yeah, I think there's literally only 4 or 5 of them that are international. So the fact that this one came out was actually really nice because it gave us another international mod, which we had not very many of, and it's actually a good one. And the motor that goes with it, like the big motor, the 800 horsepower, the one that I have in it, sounds freaking amazing. Like every time I start it, you hear the turbo go with the diesel, and it's just, oh. Like, I have definitely found some good sounding engines, but honestly, I have to say this is probably one of the best ones I've found. And, like, I haven't even gone through and of course. Alright. Map these, thank you. Where is the way station? 3 miles. Oh. Well, I have that tower a little far back. Oh, this is gonna be kind of like the other one, wasn't it? Gotta drive up a bit, loop in, and... Yeah, I thought so. So that means we're gonna need the other lane, probably. Oh, it's a merge lane anyway. Okay. Alright. Let's get these guys going here. Alright. Well, that works for me. Gets everyone out from behind me. I don't have to worry about slowing anyone down when I turn. I get a sip of coffee in before it goes green. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, that's not a bad song to come into the scale to. Not gonna complain with that. For anyone curious, it's Tricky Bee's new one. Or newer one. I don't know if she's actually put another new one out since this one. But this is Alien to Me by Tricky. And as someone who started out as a VTuber fan before becoming a VTuber, it's definitely you'll notice that because I have a VTuber playlist and it's pretty much just stuff made by VTubers or used by VTubers. So I've got stuff like Tricky songs. Ooh. Never mind. Stand there then. I've got most of the Tricky songs that she has on YouTube Music. I've got a good chunk of Numi songs. I've got, I'm pretty sure all of Cinder's songs. I've got a chunk of Cotton songs. I've got a couple covers from Zen. Uh, I also have Overkill, which everyone knows from Zen. 70,000 on this though. That's not bad. A little heavier than the last one. But yeah, I basically took my VTuber playlist and threw it in with a bunch of other heavier stuff that I like listening to, plus, you know, country and some other stuff like that. Oh, we definitely are pretty curious about the list. It is kind of a mix of everything. So we can jump from like rock, hard freaking rock, like heavy metal, all the way over to something like this, right? Over to like a dance song or something like that, right? No one coming that way. Sweet. Okay. Back out on the highway we go. Probably should have just left it on the upper view because I'm gonna end up switching. Oh, never mind. We have a light. I don't need to worry about it. Okay. And up we go. And I definitely find around 800 horsepower is kind of the sweet spot. You got enough power to actually, deal with hills, other stuff, some decently heavy loads. But it's not overkill like some of the thousands are, right? Um, like, don't get me wrong, I can take one of my 1,000 horsepower motors, I can freaking have it fully loaded, hit a hill, put my foot into it a little bit, and I'll still pass people and gain speed going uphill. This one, not quite so much. So it's a little bit better for realism, but it's still, a little bit up there. Okay. Oh, and yeah, look at that. We were just talking about freaking having Cinder's music in here too. And what do we get? Winter Rain. Oh, I'll say this is definitely one of my more favorite songs. Although I think I have to say probably my favorite Cinder song is probably Smoke and Mirrors. Bad as it is, as twisted as it is. But I mean, you take into account, like, my favorite In This Moment song is Blood. And if you've ever heard it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's kind of like Smoke and Mirrors. It's one of those little bit, like, backwards kind of songs, like, you wouldn't expect it. But I don't know. I love it. It's a good song. Oh, crap. Focus on driving instead of trying to grab coffee for a second. Like, I knew there was a reason I went and literally made myself a fresh freaking cup before I sat down, but... Alright, and we're... Oh, 85 miles out. Sweet. Should not take us long at all. I didn't even realize we hit it under 100. I wasn't even looking. Yeah, like I said earlier. Like, this thing kind of holds its speed really good with hills. Yeah, like, it won't go too over and above trying to gain speed going up a hill like the 1,000 horsepower motors do. But it's not having to try and deal with going up a hill in like a 4 or 500 horsepower motor. Like the 5s, the 550s, and like the 625 do pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But when you get used to driving something with at least 800, it's definitely a noticeable difference. Stay lane here. Okay. Can I be more speed? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Cruise is set. We should be good. Am I actually catching you in 65? Oh yeah, slowly. Slowly but surely. There's the satellites there. Yeah, unfortunate part about nighttime. You can't see much. Until it comes to stars. When you're out in the middle of friggin' nowhere on the highway. It is really good with those. Like, it definitely can't. It's not just a frickin' like blank gray sky or anything. Like, you actually see stars and everything. Like, it is really cool. And we're 20 miles out. Perfect. So we should be turning probably not too long here. Okay, 16, 15. Right, we got. Oh, yeah, okay. Looking at the map here. Oh, okay, we don't need to be zoomed in that far. Okay, it's easy with the brakes for a second. There we go. We need to turn. Red light, okay. Just gonna quickly sneak over. Fortunately, I'm still gonna block the other lane a tiny bit, but you know what? Okay. I won't block in the way for long. Should be this one we're turning at. So, get over here. There. We actually got our breakdown. Otherwise, we're gonna be rolling. Unless we go like this. Oh, 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 okay. Alright. You wanna be like that? We're gonna do this. Oh, you don't even wanna. Oh, okay. Okay, park brake real quick. There we go. Alright. Here, I'm going. They were freaking crawling up there. I'm going. Ramming speed, right? Like. It depends on the truck. Some of them do it, some of them don't. Like, I've definitely noticed, the internationals get bad for it. Like, you try and crawl up even, like, a slight hill, and they'll actually frickin' have issues with it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, turn that down for a second. Do over 90 without? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's not hard at all. Yeah, I'm definitely find if you get the right motor in them, that is absolutely a possible. Like I'm pretty sure this thing loaded, I think I can do around 100. I think my other trucks will do I think like 110 or something. I don't know. I haven't actually done it for a while. Haven't really had to. Alright, where in the... Oh. The sneaky little entrance there. Shut this off. Turn this on for a second. Sure, snack fans here. Oh, just in line there. Oh, that works out good. Okay. Oh yeah, just like any other rail yard. Okay. Where are we? Every time. Joys of driving a stretch truck. But, oh well. I have to say, at least it's not as bad as Maria's built. That thing has a freaking stretch and a half on it. And it's not even the big stretch for that thing. Come on, green. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I can get shut off. Drop a trailer. Turn 58 miles. Only 55 gallons of gas. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Get out from under the trailer really quick. Yeah, no, after bringing it up earlier. I want to do a quick little switch here. The bonus is it won't take long. Do we have the fast travel for... We do, okay. Good. Truck manager. Where is my bigger one? Right there. Yeah, that one. Drive. Nice thing is, pretty much it's the same truck. It's same sound, same motor. It's just painted white, and it doesn't have a drop on it, so hooking up a trailer is no longer a problem. Don't have to worry about lifting my suspension up to make sure I actually hook into it. Let it spawn us in here. Perfect. Okay. And let's do a quick little fast travel here. Back to where we were. There we go. Power, good. Lights. Headlights. Yeah. Nearly same thing, just a little bit shorter. This one actually has beacons on it, even though it's kind of pointless to use them. And yeah, it's not lowered, so it actually sits a bit higher. And where do we got coming out of Gallup, New Mexico? Homework, Charlotte. It's literally pretty much the same thing. We're up to Farmington. 61.8. Damn, why not? We should be good. Oh yeah. We'll be good. We will be fine. This over. Yeah, nice thing. At least it's not very far. It's literally just a mile up the road. I think it's probably one of the shortest trips I've had from a service spot to pick up a trailer in probably at least a few months. But it doesn't help a lot of the newer cities they are bringing out is friggin' massive. Like, they actually have it spread out a bit. So you go to pick something up from across town, and it's like 40, 50 miles. Like, really? There we go. And we want the first one there. Oh, it's literally right here on the left. Perfect. Okay, that. And up to Farmington with an excavator. Okay, where is it? Right here on the left. Oh yeah. Okay. And it's not very big either. That's kind of a bonus. How wide are we? Okay, it is off the sides. I like having these backlights, I really do. I just don't like the fact they're tied into the beacon. Are we on? Oh, not quite. Tiny bit more this way. Ah, there we go. I love that. No adjustment, no nothing. Just backed up, hooked right on. Proper height, everything. Like, couldn't ask for anything better. Definitely wish there was a way to get those off. While leaving my beacon on. But, unfortunately, I can't. So, I'm just gonna have to hope people don't get too close. And jump ourselves in. Roll that guy up so it's a little quieter in here. And for him to get pissed a little bit. Okay, and that clear. Definitely one thing I'm missing compared to my other Pro Star. We are missing a set of mirrors. Have to do that when we either get where we're going or along the way. Okay. Let me guess. Give me another light. Yep. Oh, perfect timing. Thank God. That could have been bad. You know, we definitely have a little bit of overhang off the sides. But it's not horrible, I guess, when you look at it from like the world of heavy equipment or something, right? Yeah, I've definitely seen trailers that are freaking loaded a bit wider than this. With pretty much the same thing. So, I think we will be all good. And, well, with it being a low bite, it's not like I gotta worry about freaking length or anything, so. Oh, I'm back there. Actually, hang on. We'll just move over. And yet again, they do it. Like, you're in the. It's like I said, what was that? Last stream or something? I got talking about that. The frickin'. Sometimes the AI is a little ridiculous. Like the fact that they'll follow you over. Like if you go and move to get out of the way, they'll follow you over to just move back over to pass you. Like, it's like, why not just stay put? Would make more sense. Perfect time to set the cruise. I suppose smooth. I've held it at 65 for a while. No, that's probably just where we are. Because it's doing pretty decent and holding itself there. Wonder if dude knows his beacon's on. Like, dude, you don't need your beacon for driving down the highway. I'm gonna cop on the side of the road there. Like, that I kind of expect depending on where I'm driving through. And every now and again, they'll do a little, like, road event that's like a flipped car or something. I've even had some days I've drive through and it's like, random road event, slow down, move over. Okay, what is it? Get up there and it's a freaking plane. Plane landed right in the middle of the freaking road. It's like, well, okay. Plane or a freaking, like, truck flipped or, you know. Go down here, make sure we don't squish the cop. Oh, red light. Thank you, Mr. Cop. Good thing he got out of there, could have been bad. Okay, how far away? Oh, shit, we're only 26 miles out. Son of a bitch. Like I said, as soon as you get under 100 miles, that just falls off. Like, it takes no time at all. good. We got some river. Like, I definitely have to say, like, they did really good when it comes to scenery and everything. Like, oh, crap. Break, break. And, like, the detail is pretty freaking good. Like, I don't have any graphics mods on or anything, but... And, like, mine's turned down a little bit, technically. But that's because you try and get a game like this when you got the graphics up, and then you try and stream and have other stuff running. It's, a little much. The computer doesn't quite like it. So, I usually run... Like, if I wasn't streaming or anything, I would probably run, like, high settings. But with streaming, I run usually more, like, medium settings kind of thing. Just that way it's not so much of a workload. And because, especially with being, a VTuber, you got the programs for that, and then you've got, you know, your OBS, you've got your game, Twitch. Once you start trying to run a whole bunch of crap at once, it kind of doesn't always work out the greatest. Computers tend to lag out and slow down, and it's like, oh no, oh no. And like, I know one thing I need to figure out, and I don't know why it started acting up. Because I haven't actually done anything really with the actual games themselves or anything. Um, but my frickin' uh, oh yeah, break. There we go. Where's that going with that? I hate it when the train of thought just goes poof, gone. Oh, great. Now I think I'm getting back to my train. There we go. You bitch. But yeah, no. Like, most people's setups, it wouldn't be so bad. My setup is a little bit worse though. It is, an older pre-built. Like, I got it in... Crap, when did I get it? I'm pretty sure it was after 2020. 2021, 2022-ish, I think I got my computer. And, well, I've never had a chance to upgrade anything in it, so it's still the same as I bought it. And those specs I actually have down below me. They should be in the little about section and whatever else. As well as the trucking setup should all be there. So like my shifter, my wheel, pedals, like, you know, like the whole setup, right? Okay, go over here. But yeah, there's definitely a couple things in the computer I want, and I'm gonna hit the point of needing to upgrade. And of course, not being able to upgrade it just yet means I limit it basically so it runs better. Um, like I was saying, the one thing I need to get into working order for some reason has fallen out of working order is my freaking bit rate for streaming. I don't know why. Like, Usually for streaming, at least in your OBS settings, you want it like 6,000 kilobytes a second kind of thing. OBS a lot of times will just kind of default it at 10,000. I actually have mine sitting at I think about 8,000 right now, so like technically like I shouldn't be having that many issues. Like I should be well in the range. Maybe I have to go and put it up to okay, hang on. Hang on here. Sorry, but here, let's do this. Okay, get going. We're gonna go up and spin around here. Once traffic gets going. Not that one. Becky, there we go. Actually, no, right here works. I'm gonna be dead dick for a minute. I'm gonna take up the road. Or at least part of the road. Okay, come on, big guy. Are you freaking? Oh, this thing just wants to fight with me today. There we go. Give everyone a quick little honk as a thank you for waiting for a second. Yeah, we got up to the yard. I saw the yard and I was like, oh, it's one of these. Yeah, no, I'm not driving in. That one, I will take apart the road. I will back in. At least, though, I do have to say, it's not right here on the end. They like to do that sometimes. And no one behind me. Inch. Wait for these guys. Maybe you make this a pain in the butt, aren't they? Yep, they are. Yep. Let's see if we can do a back in just like this. I didn't think so. Oh, I didn't think so. Alright. So the light needs to hurry up and cook green. Okay, green. Everyone get out of the way. Alright. We're not gonna be close enough on that one. Oh, you freaking bitch. Okay. Put this off. Okay, come on. In the gate. There we go. Other way. Perfect. definitely tell I've had to, do this before. Yards like these, pain in the butt. And of course, they're all freaking mostly heavy equipment, so you gotta try and get the freaking low boys in here. And trying to freaking get a low boy to turn is a little bit of a bitch. And then, of course, if you ever have like a stretch truck, like any of my other ones, it just makes it even worse. Yeah. We should be in enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay. Those can get shut off. We don't need them anymore. Trailer. Sweet. Alright. Grave. Oh, underneath here. Alright. What else we got? Mm-mm. California, Oregon, Washington. Oh, okay, well, that's not bad. I was actually thinking about starting to head that way anyway. 820, 13. Okay, no, we won't go that far. We can run up and head to Oregon. Get an extra like 4 cities on the map too in the process. Works for me. Okay, where do we... Oh, we need to be... Right. Over we get... Ooh, curved it a tiny bit. Oh. And then I... Oh, crap. Damn. It kind of lined up almost perfectly. Okay, come on. Oh, they just... Oh. Okay. Stretch moment. Real quick. Oh. Okay. Come on, give me a green. Come on, get hooked up there. Coffee. Skip the gear, but oh well. Oh, this does like to be perfect. It's Ontario, Oregon. Oh, god dang, we got here when we did. There was only 15 minutes left on it before this approved. Ouch. That hurt. Switch camera, bring the arm back down, smack it off the shifter. Work it. It's almost like frickin' whipping myself on the frickin' knee with a chain yesterday. Well, it's a nice fucking bright frickin' purple spot on my knee now. When I say chain, I mean like chain for like one of these kind of thing, like chain, like not small chain, like semi chain. And went and helped my dad. He moved trucks because his truck, is the company now calling too high kilometered. Plus, it's having issues leaking coolant into oil and stuff. So they're basically taking him from his truck and they give him another one that's the exact same thing, just a bit newer, has a lot less kilometers. So like, instead of his having 852,000 kilometers, the new one has I think 290,000. So, but it's pretty much the same truck. It's just been sitting. So went and moved everything from his truck over to the new one, and needless to say that was chains and everything. So carrying a chain over, I put it over my shoulder, and it went down and went and whipped me in the knee. So it was a little fun trying to walk around and everything after that. But that's my own fault. That's what I get for moving it the way I did. Alright. Going. Okay, hang on. Before we completely get going here. Break. I'll be right back. I need to go pee real quick. 1 second. Sorry, not done. Yeah. Un momento. Alright, it's back. Sorry. Definitely not expecting that. I guess I probably should. Hang on, while we're here. And since it is a big 800-mile trip, we're already at that hour-and-a-half mark, so you know what? We're just gonna switch. And I'm gonna basically have everyone chance to get up and when you're in the bathroom, go for it. I'm gonna switch us over from just to be right back to a break time. So, basically, for anyone new around here, every hour and a half, 2 hours-ish kind of mark, I like to do a break time to let everyone get up and, move around a bit. Grab something to drink if you want, grab something to eat. Or if you're like me and are a smoker and a stoner, perfect time for a smoke break. But I mainly do it for people who are like me, who prefer to sit at the computer when it comes to watching streams. So this is part of the reason of, giving you guys a chance to actually be able to get up too. So you're not just stuck in a chair all day. But yeah, like I said, I switched this over. So this way everyone can get up. I will see everyone in about 5-10-ish minutes. I'm gonna quickly sneak out for a quick smoke and then I'll be back and we'll start our 800-mile trip. I am also going to turn the music up a little bit for the break, so it's not going to be completely silent around here. But yeah, that being said, see y'all shortly. just go out here. Perfect. Alright, that's back. Hope everyone had a good break. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to have to. I wasn't expecting to switch it over to a break time, but I figured with how far into stream we were, like how long we've been sitting here, I was like, well, I'm gonna end up letting everyone go for a break not too long anyway, so you know what? Let's just do a break. Let everyone get up, get moving before we sit back down and plug in for an 800-mile trip. And also, because I wasn't here and I missed it, Zeke5, thank you for the follow, so thank you. It's great to hear people like the stream. As for the connecting on Discord, I don't really use Discord. I haven't quite got that all going. But my Instagram and stuff is linked down, should be below. I guess it's if you're on a desktop though. For the mobile, I think you have to go to the profile for the links. But my Instagram is usually a little bit better spot to try and get a hold of me than Discord. I rarely ever look at Discord. Some days I forget I even have it, so. And but with that said, I'm gonna put my phone back as Stream Deck. I absolutely loved the fact that Elgato made a mobile version of the Stream Deck. It's been so freaking helpful. Okay, get ourselves back in here, and oh, let's open this guy back up so we have our camera back. Perfect. Okay. Back to our game here. Copy. Alright, we're heading up to Oregon. This trip, Farmington, New Mexico up to Oregon. So it's a decent little trip. We got 820 miles to go. And then I'm thinking after that, we might keep going. See if we can get up here. Because I'm thinking what I might do for next stream on Monday. As long as I have nothing going on Monday and I should actually be able to stream, which I should be able to. Whereas I know I have no plans. But I was actually thinking about reinstalling ProMods Canada. So if we go here and then we can keep going up, and then eventually we can get up into like over here, right? And then like down here. Because I know ProMods has the bottom corner of British Columbia so far. I'm not sure how that's going to work with British Columbia coming out by SES. So we'll have to see how that goes. But at least, you know, I would like to come back across the border again. Like, I used to have ProMods Canada, but I took it out because there wasn't much. I pretty much did everything. But that was crap, a year ago? 2 years ago? Kind of thing. So I kind of want to go in and see how much they've updated, what all they've added. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting, like, a lot. I'm not expecting to have a whole freaking, like, province done. Just stuff like that definitely does take a bit, and I absolutely get it. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking probably for next stream, or the next ATS stream we do, is we're probably gonna do a little bit of stuff up in Canada. I mean, it's not quite home for me, because, well, I would be over here. Like British Columbia comes up to, I do believe it's like here kind of thing. And then like this is below Alberta. So yeah, I would be like up here kind of thing is where I would be in according to the map. So it's not quite home for me, but it's a little bit more home than being all the way over here, right? But anyway, enough of me freaking yabbing my goddamn face off. Let's jump in and hit the road. Gear. Parking brake. Oh, we have spread axle. Oh, lovely. Oh, traffic. Oh, seriously. No, we gotta deal with this again. We had to deal with this last stream too, didn't we? Yeah, that was last stream. I'm pretty sure that was last stream. I don't know, someone might have to correct me on that. But yeah, no, I was pretty sure last stream we had to deal with an absolute insane line of freaking traffic that I had eventually just had to drive around. Because no one was moving. Although it looks like this line's actually moving, so that's good. But holy crap. I mean, like, yeah, I go up turn left. So I need the left lane, which isn't too much of a worry. I can use the center lane to help me there. But I need the traffic to move enough that I can actually get in and not add anything to it. And they're gonna mean, oh, thank you. Just gotta push our way in a little bit. That's all. So we don't hit the Cadillac. And we are mostly in the lane, so we're doing pretty decent. Okay. Am I gonna have enough time to send a message really quick before we start moving? Not. Nope. Okay. And we need to turn left. Okay. Turn signal light on now. And of course. Because we're not far enough up, we don't get the turning light. And okay, make sure I didn't miss the turning light. Get back up so I make sure I keep myself in my lane here. Yep. Perfect. Bring this guy on. Make sure we're actually on the right one. Okay. Easy. How easy these things definitely tend to run away if you want to let them. Keep your foot into it, not realize it, and you just get into the habit of just shift. It takes no time at all for these things to go. And yes, back the way we came. It's just we're going through the bridge. Oh, I just had to get like super low with the gear for that one. Definitely one nice thing about it being a three-way intersection. I don't have to worry about traffic going the other way. Oh, a little windy out, is it? We got some dust kicking up on our right. Hmm. I don't think I've seen that before as very many times as I've driven through Utah. Although with the speed limit, it almost feels like we're driving through California. But it's okay. I don't mind cruising at 55 for a little bit. Drop down below here. Absolutely no issues. Okay, we might have a little bit of issues, but it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, grab 7 high. There we go, yeah. Now we're holding. I might be foot on the floor, but we're literally just holding speed. Which is more than I can say for a lot of trucks. Hence, you know, the truck in front of me doing 20. Stuff like this is why I prefer having a little bit higher horsepower motor. And I must say, one of the best additions I've made to my ATS setup is the fact that I put Sim Dashboard on a tablet, and I have it sitting here. Absolutely one of the best things I've probably ever done. Because I can sit in like this view on top of the cab, and you know, still be able to drive and everything. But oh, did we? Oh, we got a green. Oh, sweet. But I can still see, like, I still have a gauge cluster. I can see my speed, right? I can see my RPM. So, like, when we're up, like, here, sounds really high, but it's only actually like 1700 RPM. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, for a lot of normal trucks, that's right about where you would shift up. So, especially in international. But the fact that I have about double the horsepower of the average truck, depending on, you know, motor and stuff in it, right? The lot of newer ones that, especially up here, uh, the X15 Cummins kind of reigns king a little bit because they're one of the best frickin' semi motors that there frickin' is. Next to, you know, next to like Cat and stuff like that, right? Me personally, I prefer a Cat to a Cummins. That's personal preference. That's just me. But yeah, like we've had other trucks and stuff, and like with my dad driving truck for a living, you know, company and all that, right? Company trucks, so you know, you get to learn about them and stuff, and that's where most of my like for internationals come from. It's the fact that he's been driving one for the better part of my life. So if we have days we take out like the LT or I pull out a 99i, 9900i, I actually got the idea and stuff for those trucks from the trucks he's actually drove. And I'm going here. Or someone comes up behind me. Okay, we're still good. Yeah. 35. 35. Holy crap, man. I'm doing the speed limit. Like, get off my butt. Like, I know I was going a little slow before this freaking different zone. Oh. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. That is definitely normal. Uh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Reset. Center that. I mean, hit the mouse. Hit the coffee cup. Oops. Oh. Not that gate. That gate. There we go. I'm a little bit of issues with that today. Keep trying to go for like third and seventh, and I end up going for like first or fifth, and it's like, no, 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 wrong gate. I need this gate over here. Alright. I know I don't want to drive too fast through here, because there's some freaking cars in here that are absolutely ridiculous. I am not about to play with that. Don't feel like rolling a truck over. Don't get me wrong. As good of a clip as it would probably make, I don't feel like doing it. So we're just gonna take it a little easy through here. Passing lane. Okay, well, that works. Means there's a little bit more room. Alright, how much issues the hell are we gonna have? But, okay. Here we go. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's usually about how it goes. When you start going up a hill, it's like, okay, we're going down. Oh, and just drop a split and just keep on going. Because, well, you don't really need to worry about it. Alright, can I hit the double button here with the shift? Aha, here we go. If I wouldn't have broke my frickin' shift knob, it wouldn't be so bad. I could just hit my frickin' range and my splitter at the same time and just be like, okay, gear. But I accidentally broke where the frickin' cord plugs into off. I, can't use it. So it's there. It's just the buttons are now literally just random buttons that don't do anything. And I can kind of just play with. Well, now we get the higher speed limit. There we go. Okay. Is that cruise actually still sad? Guess we'll find out in a second when I had 65, actually. Yeah, it is. Oh, crap. Bad time to set it, though. Zombie. Alright. Split here, back up to speed. I'm run past the hole in the wall again. Great. Or hole in the rock, sorry. My bad. Not hole in the wall. Okay, why are we slowing down? I would like to know. Okay, slow down to 50. There we go. Yeah, it looks like the road should curve, so we should be able to just keep going. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. We're gonna be that guy again today, apparently. Oops. My bad. Well, I guess you could say one kind of bonus. I'm keeping the bus where he should be. Technically where I should be, though. Yeah, like they can't turn until I move. Why are we not moving? Uh-oh. I don't know why. We had a green. Yeah, this is not good. I am, like, trapped in here. I can't even really move if I want to. I might be able to. Here. Is everyone going? Oh, no, okay, they're gonna start going. Never mind. We'll just stay put. Ooh, oh, hit the brakes. Come on. Like, I know I got them turned down, but, like, I don't think I had them turned down that much. Oh, oh. Gear help. Yeah, behind the curve here. Get freaking Snapchat everybody. It's like, okay, I should probably answer that. My bad. It's down a little bit. Yeah. What are they saying this on 35? Oh. I know that's usually recommended depending on the weather, but the way the physics are in this thing, the body roll, we've rolled the truck before. Sometimes it's better to just do the recommended. Also depends on what you're hauling, I guess. If you got something like super heavy and super top heavy, yeah, you're not gonna have any fun on curves like that. You go even a little too fast and you're on your side and sliding up the frickin' approach or definitely remember that. I've done that a time or two. I'm pretty sure if I go back in a few different streams, there's parts in there I've literally frickin' just plopped the truck on its side and slid frickin' God knows how far. Or, when we were checking out the winter event, when SCS put that out, I put a different frickin' smack my sorry, my bad. Um, they put a different physics mod on to be a little bit more slippery. There you go. Um, and it definitely made it a little bit more slippery. Like you could slide, but it was as soon as you started sliding, it just kept going, and it was kind of like a barrel roll effect with the slide. So it just kept getting worse and worse to the point of it would literally fling the truck and trailer in the air to wherever, and you wouldn't stop moving until you hit the ground and literally like stopped. Yes, to say that one did not last long. And then I put the normal physics one in, went back in, pretty much, same truck and everything. And I had no issues. Sliding, nothing. I mean, granted, I went in wanting to slide. I was like trying to drift the truck kind of thing. Because that's definitely a thing. It's definitely doable. You just need to have the right circumstances for it. So I was like, well, let's give it a try. Yep, didn't work out well. So, yeah, like I said, I pulled that one out. I put the normal one back in, which of course is, normal dry weather. So, that one had no issues. Definitely one thing I should definitely did a little bit more of before it was done was the winter event. I didn't even get all of it done. Pretty sure I still had one depot or one stop left in there to deliver to or from. And there's the overall number of deliveries that didn't get finished. Yeah, there's a couple things. And then of course the Exploring Louisiana event I didn't really do too much of. Like I did a decent little part of it, but when it came to having everything done, no, I wasn't there. I was a little more focused on the Legion remix for World of Warcraft recently. mean, like I said last stream, I managed to get 3 characters up to level 80, whereas the last remix, the Mista Pandaria one, all I managed was 1 character, and I think I only got him to level like 28 or something like that. Like, not even near max level. And then to come out of this remix with 3 max levels, I was like, that's a pretty good freaking upgrade. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like my dad. He friggin' basically almost went and like remade like all of his classes, all of his characters as time runners. Made more as time, like stuff he didn't have as time runners, right? Because it's a lot faster. Like if you sat there, even if you had the stats and stuff that I had, which was really technically low for doing remix, like your bonus experience, stamina, all that. Um, Compared to a lot of people, mine was really low, and I could still get a character up in 2 days, depending on how long I played each day. And like, if I really played long enough, it wouldn't even take me that long. Like, it got to a point of we would do 2 or 3 zones in Legion, and then we'd be pretty much max level, if not around level like 70. Like, I know when I did the Paladin, I think we got like 3 zones or something. Almost. We had 2 done, I think, for sure. And we were on the 3rd one or the 4th one or something like that. And then, yeah, by the end of that, we were level 70, and I just said screw it, and I did raids for the last 10 levels. But I mean, I went into the one wing of, what was it, Emerald Nightmare? And after doing 3 bosses, I literally had jumped 3 levels. Like, went from 70 to 73 in the span of 10 minutes. Just from 3 bosses. And it's like, well, alright then. I think by the time I finished up the Emerald Nightmare, because I did it in order, right? Like, a first wing, then was the first 3 levels. Then the other, I think they had split into 4 parts. If I remember right, I think it was like the first 3 bosses in the first one, the second part was the next 3 bosses, and the one after that I think was 2, and then the last one was the actual like last boss of the raid. I think was how it was done. I don't quite remember. Yeah, I think that's how it was. Even if it wasn't the Emerald Nightmare, I think there was at least one of the raids that was set up that way. It might have been Nighthold. It might have been not in Taurus the Burning Throne, the one before it. The one with Gil'jade and this boss. Crap, what was the raid? I just did it not that long ago. I should remember it. Real quick. Just so they know. Okay, are we done with all the freaking curves and stuff for a little bit? Hope so. Oh, you guys ain't going very fast at all. Oh, marching, that's why. What song is... Oh, okay. Just like I brought up here. Like I said, it is in the list. I don't usually put it towards the top of the list. Like, for the most part, when it comes to my music, I'll pick, like, a song or two to have at the top as, like, my first couple songs. Can you just get in the gear? Okay. But usually it's, like, I'll pick a song or two. I'll take whatever I want my first one to be, I'll click play on that one. And then basically I just shuffle the list. I just hit the shuffle button and just let it do whatever it wants. Hit shuffle till you find a good little list, you know, stuff you like, and from there, and just start doing stuff, and then let the playlist go, and whatever's in the playlist in whatever order. I honestly have no idea. Because, well, I don't have it up. Not worried about having it up. Usually once I get it started and I get it going, it doesn't get shut off till the end of the stream, so... Well, yeah, it's usually it just, okay, hit play, hit shuffle, put a couple songs there if I really want, you know, if I get something that's like, oh, I haven't heard this for a bit, let's listen to this, right? I'll throw it by the top, but that's about it. Other than that, it's just kind of whatever order YouTube decides. It's kind of like having the, like my Twitch dashboard up. One reason I would love to have a third monitor so I could have it up, being that I don't. I mean, like, I technically can bring it up on my phone, but, oh, excuse me, it doesn't really do too much. It doesn't give me much for options. Like, when it comes to doing, like, mod stuff, right? Or, like, moderation settings, or, you know, someone makes a, not a comment, or, you know, whatever, but, like, you get one of those viewer bot things come in, right? And you want to get rid of those and stuff like that, right? Like, I can't exactly just go and delete messages and stuff. I can't delete chats from my phone when I gotta do that on the computer. But both my monitors are kind of preoccupied, so... Because my main one has the game on it, and then my second one, my TV, has my OBS on it. You're not going that fast. I'm gonna sleep over. Even if we're not doing 70, 65, 66, it's just good enough for me. But yeah, Christmas was definitely nice. We had some additions and changes to the setup that were much needed. But there's still stuff that needs to be acquired and actually, you know, put in. Like, I still want an actual tablet holder. My tablet doesn't have to sit on the armbar, where I would be putting a second monitor, third display. And I mean, like, I don't even need that good of a freaking monitor. Like, I have one in my Amazon cart. It's like a little freaking 20... What is that? I think it's a 22-inch. Oh, what the? Why not feel? Oh no. Okay, well, we gotta figure that out. Map. Try and find one. Hopefully, right along the lines of. Actually, you know what? No, I'm good for. What's that? Okay, no. Not gonna bad. Okay, when we check my here. Oh, it might not be up because I have a map open. Okay, we need to do. Make a little bit of a U-turn here. And go up off the exits. Okay. Oh. I didn't think we went through that much fuel already. And I still even topped up before we friggin' started. Although that was a couple trips ago, so. Definite disadvantage of not having a nose mirror. I'm just gonna sneak in. Right behind the board here. Okay, it is double. Good, good, good. Well, I must say I was definitely not expecting to have to make a field stop, but I guess it's kind of a good thing it did before I got too far. Behind me, good. Alright. And well, okay. Should be able to crawl up, okay. Okay, we're good. Alright. Okay, garage is on the left. And, okay, we're going down to the left here. Oh, there's even a turning light. Sweet. It's a little backwards. Usually if there's a turning light, they have a red, but okay. Oh. That's not a very nice thing to have to try and see in the daylight. Am I gonna end up stopping the train, or... I shouldn't. No, okay, good. I have definitely had times I've come up and stopped, but of course, being a little too close, I've actually had a train stop before it crosses, till I backed up, and then it went. Oh, oh, damn. I got my dashboard to kick in with the fuel page, and... Yeah, no, it's a good thing we're grabbing fuel. I have 100 miles left. I don't know if I'd make it to another fuel stop in that. And I want this one, I want the other one. That works. We can go right in this end one here. Yeah. It's technically properly. We should probably put a parking brake on. Okay. Off. Bill. Oh, I never noticed that. I can actually watch my range go up. Huh. Okay, what do we got now? 1,029 miles. You know, that seems a little bit more realistic and actually what it would be compared to my usual, which is like 3,000 miles if I don't have realistic fuel turned on. Okay. Take that off. And out we go. I think the best way is probably gonna be to go that way and come back out that way. If I can't exit out of those, how am I supposed to frickin' get the crap out of here? Okay, make sure we get our trailer out enough. There we go. Man, they all say no entry. Do I need to go literally all the way to the end? Oh, yeah, looks like it. Okay. Yeah, those are... Oh, yeah. Okay, it is at the end. Look now, anyone coming? Nope. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, oops, my bad. I should probably hit the button. That would make more sense. Don't hit the button for the range. You ain't gonna switch range. Okay, and okay, it's X o'clock and running. Alright. Come on, give me a green. Another train already? That was quick. Alright. I was about to have one of them. Come on, man. Green light goal. Okay, now that we actually have fuel, 400 miles left. So we should be good. Whether we do another one after this, I'm not too sure about just yet. I haven't decided. We might. I might actually go a little longer today. I'm not too sure yet. Da, da, da. Come on. Oh. Definitely the most fun part of ATS is sitting in frickin' traffic. Oh. Motherfucker. Really? I don't really have much room to back up. Well, I could probably just say screw it and go. Okay. Down. Here we go. And around we go. Actually going fast enough to... Oh, yes. Oh. Oh. Till I get up to speed. Well, surprised he was actually going fast enough. You figured he'd be going around me. Had to give me a second, though. Because once I had 70, we were good. There we go. Alright. Okay. 385, be there at 1:05 a.m., 1:04 a.m. Alright. Not bad. Just kill that, yep. That's why I moved. What are you getting me to move over there for? Like, I get it, yes, but... Oh, that's why. Scale. Yep. Okay. Bro. Going like super slow in here. Almost the moment is like, I wonder if I just like put my front tires like just on the end of the scale. If I can make him seem really heavy. And where we at? 66.8. That's not bad. Yeah, the fun part. Merging back in. Looks like we got lucky. There's a gap. And make sure we actually defeat here so we're not terribly in the way. And it's gonna start raining. Okay. Window can go up. Should probably turn those on. Now I wonder if it's gonna actually produce some rain or if it's just gonna be like, yeah, dribble. Because so far it's just a couple spots that aren't even actually staying. Oh. Good thing I look down instead of at the top of my frickin' windshield. Okay, maybe we're not in for some rain. There's water in the window. I mean, you probably can't see it. I think I'm over top of it, but there is water on the side window too. Yeah, I don't know. Wait and see, I guess. Yeah, speed limit around 80, so I don't really gotta worry about anyone. Let's just reset our cruise here. And we can take a chill and relax for the last 300 miles. Like we're 520-ish miles down. So definitely got a good chunk of it done already. I'm just gonna kick our crews off real quick here. He just kind of took off a little bit. Damn. I guess it's just the fact that there's a truck up there, or... Yeah, as long as they're all actually going fast enough to stay ahead of me, it's all I really care about. Ooh. And 270, not bad. Yeah, we should be there. Oh, no, that's about 1:15. Which means we gained 10 minutes, but that's not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. We'll be there 4.5 hours, and we have... take a look here. Yeah, we've got another freaking, like, 20 hours on this thing before it would even count close to late. And we'll be there in 4.5. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Oh, another way station, eh? Is this a screwed up one, or is this one on my side? Oh, we got a green, so we don't have to worry about it. Sweet. And chunk of traffic just got up. Perfect. Alright, I think it's safe to say we are, golden, at least for the next little bit. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I definitely never expected I'd be sitting here one day frickin' actually using, like, to-go frickin' cups and stuff to keep coffee hot. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, it makes sense. But usually when you're at home, you're just, like, chilling with a mug, right? I've hit the point, I'm like, no, I'll just use my frickin' cups, because they'll actually keep my coffee frickin' hot. Yeah. Make sure we don't completely lose our truck here. And, okay. 18, where? I don't even know where the crap we are. I know we're on our way to work, but let's put it. Okay, where are we? Right there, 80. Oh, we're in Twin Falls. Okay, we're in Idaho. Okay. Wasn't actually sure where the crap we were, so. Twin Falls, West Napa, Ontario. Just out of Ontario. Alright, so now I know we're in Idaho. Because, well, I completely missed the frickin' border sign. But when you sit here and looking at everything, you know, make sure everything's still good and... Oh, let's see what happened. Here we go. I was like, what? Why am I speeding up? I'm not, my foot's not on the gas. Accidentally hit the switch for my cruise. So I bumped my cruise up to 75 instead of 65. It's like, yeah, no, let's just, turn that guy back down to 65, and we'll just chill there. No, it's definitely not a first. Like, I've gotten lost down here a couple times. Like, bottom of Idaho, Montana, like Top Rock, Colorado kind of thing. So you're not actually quite sure which one you're in all the time. So it's like, okay, I know I'm somewhere in this area-ish, but I don't know exactly where I am. But I will say, it was definitely nice to look and be like, oh crap, we're like halfway through Idaho already. We're almost there. But I mean, when we look at the fact there's only 175 miles left compared to the 820 we started with. Yeah. Alright, so let's get rid of the extra mirror for a second here. Because we don't really need it. If we're gonna sit inside, I'm not too worried about it. I only usually use it when I'm actually like sitting on top of the cab or I'm sitting outside. Because then that way I can still actually, see what's behind me. Okay, can we back up to speed a little bit here, maybe? Depends if anyone's turning off, I guess. But let's pop this back up a little bit. We get some power here. There we go. Oh, I'm still catching. And I'm not even in an actual 65. I'm doing 64. I'm still catching. Okay. Yeah, they definitely are not going quite as quick as they should be. Like I said earlier, usually the AI trucks are actually really good for that. And they'll be some of the few AI vehicles that will actually move over for you, too. But unfortunately, once you get to hills and curves, you gotta take it a little easy. So, I mean, I can't really complain too much because, well, they are helping me stay on the road. But at the same point, it's like, come on, guys. Like, we can go at least, like, another, 5 miles an hour. Like, that's all I'm asking for. Oh, he's turning. Hurry up, turn. Thank you. You're under 100 miles. Okay. Okay. Yep. That's makes sense. Okay. That's our next down. Reset this here. Oh, oops. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay. Lead my ass up a little bit here. To get back in my lane. Went to stretch and ended up completely moving lanes, and I'm like, oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, it's like I said, it's gonna be a chill, laid-back day. It's a low-energy kind of day. I'm honestly kind of surprised I've been talking as much as I have been. Because, yeah, I started today and it's just drained. It's like, okay. Ooh. No, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh. You know, I frickin' got up today. I woke up and it's just, it's like, I don't want to do anything today. But of course, you know, still had stuff to do. Got up, did some stuff around the house, and then I had to go with mom because she had a friggin'. Let's just move over here. She had an eye appointment dilation, I think. Like, they actually went in, dilated her eyes, did some tests and whatever stuff. I'm not entirely sure what they were all actually, like, looking for. But I was just basically just told, like, yeah, I need you to come with me and drive me home after. And I was like, okay. So, she came back from doing other stuff. And freaking came and got me and drove down and went to her appointment. And she's like, okay, well, here's the bank card. Run over to freaking Walmart and grab some, like, sidewalk salt. Because, well, our driveway is nothing but a freaking sheet of ice almost. So it's like, okay, go grab some salt. And then she's like, hey, I need you to grab a bag of munchies too for uh, person and family. I can't remember the name of. I know that sounds horrible, but it's like in comparison to where I would be, that's like extended family kind of thing. And I, as it is, am horrible with names and even pronouncing some stuff right or even talking right some days. So, yeah. Oh, we hit Ontario, we hit Oregon. Sweet. Okay, just about there. But yeah, no, she's like, grab a bag of munchies for this person. I was like, okay. And of course, us, in Canada, we have a thing. It's basically an assorted bag of different kinds of stuff from like, uh, pretzels to sun chips to like, Doritos kind of thing. Right? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff just mixed together. And they call it munchies. So it's like, alright. So I grabbed a bag of those, the bags of salt, and went and checked out, threw them out in the car, and drove back to where Mom had her eye appointment. And then I basically just sat out front for half hour, 40 minutes, waited for her to be done her appointment, and then drove home. Got stuff ready, started stream. So, yeah, no, it was definitely a lot of the moving stuff from one truck to the other yesterday. Lots of heavy chains and like binders and stuff like that, right? Like all like semi stuff. So went through and completely emptied the one truck, all the cubbies, all the boxes, everything, and it all got put into the other truck, the new one, and we're still pretty sure we're probably gonna have to go through and clean the old one because we just didn't have time yesterday. Like it took us freaking getting stuff transferred over. It took us like 6 freaking hours. Just because, you know, pain trying to get some stuff out, like some of the chains and where they were was just an absolute pain in the butt to get out. Stuff like that, so yeah, it took a bit. And yeah, after that, it was definitely me and Dad were both sore and had body parts they were screaming like. So yeah, I got up today and I was like, I don't even want to get out of bed. But I Friday stream scheduled for today, which I mean, yes, I know, I apologize, I was late, but I was doing stuff, I was busy. I didn't get back till pretty much freaking 2 o'clock. And then, of course, there's do other stuff, coat the driveway in salt. Yeah, oh, here's our exit. Oh, perfect. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this exit coming up is our exit. Over here, perfect. Okay, let's switch that. And we should bring that back up. Okay, so it looks like we gotta drive into the yard a little bit. It's not too bad. I definitely notice. It depends on the yard. Some yards, they'll just put it like right up front. Some other yards, they'll make you drive all the way to the back. It kind of depends. Okay, make sure we're not gonna smack another trailer. And since we just have it set to feature skilled parking, we don't have to worry about stopping to pick where they want it. We can just go in and drop it. It's just a matter of finding the spot. Well, that's gonna be interesting. That's me. Probably should spin the other way, but that's okay. Oh. No, I'm not even. Freaking hitboxes. I didn't think I was actually that close. But apparently I was that close. Yeah, okay, yeah, it looks like I should have just came in that way. Alright, good to know for next time. Alright. Shut our Jake off. Guess I'm not dealing with that. We'll try and back in. Jump in here. When it just lines up this. Lines up nice, goes right into its spot. Gotta do much. I know it looks crooked. I am slightly crooked from the trailer, but I'm not actually crooked. It's just the way the mirror is. Okay. Neutral, good. Drop trailer. Finally, after 800. Okay, we took 873. So we added 50 miles in there. But I imagine that would be like fuel stop, other stuff. So, definitely not too bad. Okay, how are we up for 3 hours? Okay. Do. Get into that really quick. Let's just take a look here. Do we have anything going from here up towards here? Yeah, that one is going north. Yeah, Idaho. Washington, okay. Montana is going the other way. Wyoming. California is going too far down. Iowa. Yeah, so we'd be looking at something like that. But that one's not going to be there by the time we get there. That one might be. And I'm on the wrong profile, so we can't just do an external either. Okay, so for the most part, we're gonna have to probably drive back in Ontario. We are... Okay, we're not horribly far out. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pain, because we go back out, hit the highway again. Alright, well, you know what, let's just... set this one. It's 2 hours to get there. Let's see, take an hour according to that to get there. See if we can shorten this. Oh, come on. Here. Thank you. I guess. Find out how fast we go. That's 90. And 9. Okay. So the internationals will do 99. 98. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. For one of these, it's pretty freaking quick when you think about it. Because 100 miles an hour is 160 kilometers an hour. And that into perspective, our highways are 100 kilometers an hour for the most part, which would be about 60 miles. So, and then yeah, you take into account, it's like, that's a really quick for one of these. It's like the one little freaking drag racing game I have for my freaking phone. Just gonna pull on back the cop here. It's a lot like CSR2 racing kind of thing, but it's big rig racing. So, I guess the same thing essentially, like format wise, but instead of cars, it's big rigs. And then, of course, yeah, get your parts, you upgrade them, and great. Do your races, you race through your tiers. But yeah, I've got, I think, a couple trucks that are, like, a little ridiculous. Like, my tier 4 in the game, I think we'll literally do a quarter mile in, crap, what is it, like, 10 seconds? Ish? 10, 11 seconds? And I mean, for a big rig on a quarter mile, that's fast. Like, that's ridiculous. Alright, so now let's see. Did us doing 90 frickin' get us here in time? That's not small. Let's get in. Okay. Okay. Is it here? Find out. It is here. Perfect. That's an extra 200 miles. Okay. What do we have for 557 miles of range? 200-mile trip. We should be okay. Your legs are this way. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Beacon get shut off. Hook that up. Okay. 202 miles. time is it right now? 40. 2019. Okay, so yeah, that should work out. One little, not too bad trip to finish off the day. Yeah, we'll probably call her for the day after this one. Looking at the time it is, how long we've been here. Yeah, we'll probably call her for the day. But we'll get this one done first. It's not too far. Cause yeah, usually, I mean, to be fair, it would have been also if I was actually on time today. But I'm usually done around 5, 6 o'clock. It's 27. So, yeah. And then there's also the fact, like I said, we are just about 3.5 hours in already, and I usually go anywhere between like 2 and 4 hours. So usually a lot of times around the 3-hour mark, I'll call it. But since I figured, you know what, I'll go a little bit longer today, since I was late, and figure why not? A nice little 200-mile trip. Let's finish it off after an 800-mile trip. Won't be too bad. Also gives us a somewhat decent starting point for next time. Because, yeah, especially if we are going to keep going north and head up into Canada. That works, because that puts us, I'm pretty sure, right by the border of Washington. So it'll literally be just drive up through Washington, hit the border between the States and Canada, and then here we go, wrong gear. Bam. So it'll definitely give us a good starting point for next stream. Okay, here we go. Works out pretty well, actually. We can just set our cruise. We're at the speed limit. We're good. So I'll let this sit here and do its thing for the next little bit. And before long, you won't even realize it. We'll frickin' be there. Because that's usually how it goes with these little bit shorter trips. Usually you get out, you get on the highway, and then you end up getting talking and stuff for a little bit, and then before you even know it, you look up and it's like you're 10 miles away. Oh, okay. So, we will see. That, and usually you get kind of hypnotized by the lines on the road after you've been sitting here for so long. And the nice thing is we literally can just signal on, go around. Love divided highways for that. Okay, are we good? Oh yeah, we're good. If you look in the mirror and you can see the light, I usually try, like at the very bottom of the little lens there is the front one. Of course, you got the orange one off the side, but I usually try and use the back one to help with distance. So like if I can go up a little bit, turn my signal light on to move back over, I can actually see like where it's blinking as opposed to like where the front end of the other vehicle is. So I know I should actually be far enough and be able to move. Works all the time? Not quite. But most of the time, yes. You don't know, it's like I said. You literally sit here and you just get yabbing a little bit. We've already dropped 50 miles. We're at 130 left, like... It's not gonna take much. These real quick here. Silly notifications that I don't need. Well, that's one nice thing. My phone's not dying. I actually managed to have my phone charged enough today that my phone's not freaking almost dead yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like full battery or anything. It's still only at like 30 some percent. But I mean, hey, compared to yesterday, by the time we were done, it was freaking at like 10%. It was already had the message pop up. It's like, hey, battery low, charge your phone. So, definitely doing a bit better on that today. And so far, from what I've seen, like the tracking is still. Oh, sorry, little guy. The tracking is still going good with the camera, so like I can't really complain. Like there is still some little tweaks and stuff that I was trying to work with. Like I was trying to do a little bit with the eyes earlier, right? Because I used to be able to actually look around and you could see my eyes move. I'm pretty sure I figured that out because the eyes were connected to the bones, but I went and did that, and I don't know if it's like a sensitivity thing that the camera has compared to what my phone used to, or what, but it's... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Jake break. We're gonna downshift here. Let's get ourselves back in frickin' line because holy crap. Yeah, go ahead, Leroy. Oh, bye, sorry. Little SUVs. Start going through the curve and it's like, holy crap. Ended up almost taking them out. But I'm not surprised. If there's... I find when I compare spots with curves and a whole bunch of stuff, like covered in roads and stuff, I find I always compare it to Oregon. I don't know why. I always do. But I think that's because every time I've gone through Oregon, that's all it is, right? Like it's sheltered in roads, like trees, covered, like, well, not like covered, but like, good way I can put this, like actual, like dense enough, like forest vegetation, right? Like trees actually give up shade in the road, like kind of like what we're driving through now, but not what we're driving through. Like instead of divided highway, it'd be like a 2-lane. It'd just be like the one road, one lane going each way, and then you'd have trees on both sides, and that'd be it. And then, you got all the curves and everything through it, and Like, really fun stuff if you're in, like, a sporty little car that you know you can just stick to the road and go around that curve at whatever speed. But when it comes to trucking, it's a little different. Let off. It's so nice that I can just let off, coast, and it just does 3. Activate. What are we at? 54.6? That's not bad. It's not early. Okay, come on, bud. Go. Perfect. Apparently, I grabbed the gear for good enough. It didn't even want to drake in between. Damn. Oh. Yep. Okay. Nope. Not screwing with this. This is usually the area you don't want to screw with it, especially if they have runaway ramps. Okay, warning on this one. Okay. Right. Runaway truck ramp. Whether I don't know if they ever would actually be used in this. Like, I know why they make them. I know what they're for, everything else, but it's... When it comes to something like ATS or like ETS, I can't really see a runaway ramp ever actually being used. Like, absolutely put it in for the realism and everything, because it's accurate. But I mean, unless you literally just, like, drive all the way over and just hit the ramp yourself, like, there'd be no reason for you to actually go to it otherwise. It's not like you ever have to worry about, like, brake failure in the game, right? Because that's what they're for. It's... If Semi's brakes go out on the hill, and they can't stop going down the hill, you have a runaway ramp so they can move over, and it basically angles them back up so they can slow themselves down and stop. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to something like ATS, where you don't actually have problems like that, right? Like, you're not just gonna randomly have your brakes go out when you're driving somewhere playing this, right? Like, I mean, maybe if you've got a mod for it, but I don't know if there is actually a mod to do something like that. So, I have no idea. And we are 4 miles out. Perfect. Oop, oop, oop. Sorry, but my bad. My bad. Okay. Exit coming up here. where we going here? Left side? Yeah. So I guess, yeah, it's going up to Portland. We need to go this way. Alright. And we are basically here. Like, I know it's still up around the curve, but we are pretty much here, so... Are you really gonna start raining as we get here? Really? Okay, that's good. I'll just put the window up. Alright, somewhere on the left here. How much pain is this gonna be? Coming, good, good. No, right here, okay. That's not too bad. We're still gonna have to go and drive up and probably do a 90 back, but that's not a big deal. Take brake off so it doesn't hold us down. Alright. Now the fun part, dealing with a split frickin' axle. Having to back up. Like, don't get me wrong, they ain't much different from other trailers, but they are slightly. They don't quite like to turn as much. Or pivot as much, I should say. Like, if you usually get a tandem with them at the front or the rear, you get a little bit easier time pivoting. So when you're backing up, it's not quite as bad. But I've also heard some people have a lot easier time with the split axle as opposed to having the two right beside each other, right? It kind of just depends on the person. Make sure we actually get in here. Go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Shut those off. Shut that off. Hit that one to reset. Hit that one to reset that one. Okay, drop the trailer. Perfect. Yeah, 203 miles. 33 gallons of fuel. Not bad. Alright. I'm not too worried about really going that far. We're literally just gonna go like right here. I basically just want to be out from under the trailer, mostly out of the way. Okay. Alright. I guess before we end for the day, I do gotta deal with this freaking crap like always. I'm gonna switch us over here, and... God damn, all my scenes are just a little screwed up today, aren't they? Okay, let's fix this crap. Cause like, damn, man. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, here we go. That's a little bit better. This frickin' thing. Do I need to check my YouTube one too? Should I do that really quick? Oh yeah, just like I thought. Okay, let's fix this a bit here. I don't know what the crap, I don't know why. Like, I haven't changed anything. Weird. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna quickly deal with this here, because like I've said before, unfortunately, my computer likes to be a pain. And if I don't actually, like, shut the game down first, it'll frickin', like, freeze up on me, have to be raid out, and I won't be able to do anything for, like, 5 minutes. So it'll be like, okay. No, we'll just exit the game first really quick. Wait. Come on, there we go. Okay. Alright, so that should be done, that should be down. Make sure it's actually stopped here. And I need my bench. Okay. Get that shut off. And okay. Yeah, no. And my bit rate's under 600. What the crap, man? I don't know. Some days. Okay, either way. Let me get this going here. Sorry, 1 second. Multiple things to do here. And who can leave everyone with today? I don't think a raid there will work. Okay, well, alright, that answers that then. Okay, we're gonna go hang out with Miss Matara and the Momos. They're checking out Hightail today. I've seen a little bit of this. I haven't seen too much of it, so why not go and take a look, see what it's like. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this do its thing here, get itself going. Okay, cool, sweet. All right. Well, I guess like I said, we're calling her. So thanks everyone for joining. It's greatly appreciated. Switch our scene here. Thanks for joining for Jive. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to everyone who stopped by is also greatly appreciated. Follows and everything, like I've said, have always been appreciated, greatly appreciated. We are on the road to affiliate, so any follows and anyone who wants to come and hang out and chill for a bit is always greatly appreciated. Not to mention having someone to talk to is awesome. But I'm gonna leave everyone with Matara for the rest of the night. I hope everyone has a good night, day, evening, wherever you are. We'll be back on Monday with another probably ATS stream. Like I said, I want to try and get the pro mods up and going again. But either way, that'll be a weekend and Monday thing. So, with that being said, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you Monday. Talk to you later. They also have a free dehydration too.